Yo. God, this multi-stream thing is so annoying. Last time I set this up, the YouTube chat I could just drop into. Actually, maybe this will work. If I have to manually re-add this every time, that's kind of annoying though. Docs, custom browser docs. Oh, do I have to update this every time? That shit's so lame. So every time I stream, my YouTube chat has a different URL, so I need to update this every time I go live, which is kind of lame. Oh well, we'll get used to this eventually. Why do I have 7 messages on Discord? Oh, never mind. Ah, yeah, so give me a sec. Yo, how's it going? There's a lot more people than I expected to randomly turn up super quick. Give me a sec. Yeah, how's everyone been? How was everyone's New Year's and Christmas? All right, how do I update my Twitch now? Let's see. Garrison, do you know how to update your Twitch title? Because I don't get the option to with OBS. Whatever, that's fine. Yeah, I know you should be able to do it. I just don't know how to do it. You had such a mental block on the Audi R8 I'm doing with the interiors and all. Each time I get to a challenge part on the model that I can't figure out immediately, I procrastinate. Help. Just do it. It's not the answer, man. If I don't know, if you get annoyed at a part, I would just move on to a part that doesn't annoy you. But you're gonna have to come back to it at some point. For me, if I get bored of modeling, I move on to doing some UVing to give myself a break. So that's something you can do. Just do some UVing if you get bored of modeling. But yeah, we're gonna go back to finishing the YF-19. After the Smithsonian, I feel the need to finish this thing. But I might turn the scale down of this thing a bit. As in like literally, because it's like 200 items. I'm gonna drop it down to like 100. And not be so close anymore. Whoa, my computer's struggling. Am I taking a break from Kitbash? I mean, I'll need to obviously keep working on it, but I might just do this on stream and the Kitbash in my own time. So I'll probably keep doing the Kitbash, but on stream I'll do this one. Do I get stuck with topology? Nah, not really. I don't really think much about topology anymore, to be honest. It's kind of the same thing over and over at this point, I guess. I mean, there's only so many ways you can do things. It's just the same formula over and over, essentially. Oh shit. But now you just get used to it. I might need to break my aircraft up into multiple files. It's getting a bit too heavy. Slowing things down a little bit. Oh god, I'm struggling. Please. Where's my my movement? Oh, it's over there for some reason. Awesome. Oh, okay. I didn't realize a lot of the plane was in sub D. That might change things. Does DNAG provide a PC? No. We remote into our computers. I mean, if you literally had no computer, they might. I don't think most people are in that position, though. I know. I can't imagine in a world where if someone has no PC at all. But like you can have a very basic PC, and obviously it doesn't matter because you're working on your work computer. Oh, did you change the title? But yeah, after seeing the Smithsonian, I was like, shit, I gotta finish my plane now. I can't just leave this unfinished. Need more unfinished projects. Yeah, I know, right? No, I have so many unfinished projects. We got the Space Marine. We got the Ducati I never finished. Kit Bash kit I'm working on. Kit Bash I'll definitely finish though. Ducati maybe not. I don't see a point of me making a motorcycle. It was going to be like a portfolio example thing, but enough people are making Ducatis, well, motorbikes now that I don't need to really do that anymore. Everyone else will just prove portfolio pieces for me. Well, at least you can probably combine at this point. Cool. But yeah, as you can see, I auto pack a lot. There's nothing wrong with auto packing. It's just, as long as the auto packing is like organized, it's okay. Yeah, Joe, thanks for the tier 1. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. So that's the thrusters. But yeah, after seeing the airplanes in person, it made me want to flesh this thing out. There's still like way more detail I want to add to it now, like more little intakes and like stuff like that. I don't know how much further I'll take the cockpit. I might call the cockpit finished. We'll see. Landing gear definitely needs finishing. One thing that kind of really surprised me is like seeing the planes in person. Well, I mean, I've seen the planes in person before, obviously, but like having a refresh of seeing the planes in person again is like how small the landing gear is. Like these wheels are like literally like this big. It's crazy. Have you had any latency issues when working on remote PCs? Yeah, sure. I mean, with anything like that, you're always going to experience some form of very slight delay. It's not like it doesn't affect you that much, but yeah, it's always going to be there to a degree. Yo, cheers. How many polygons does this have? So far, this is 1.4 mil with everything here. Let's check it out. So this is 445,000. So yeah, it'd be about 2 mil. 2 mil for an asset like this is pretty normal, especially if like the camera can go like, you know, if the camera can go this close, see all the rivets and stuff, like 2 mil for an asset like this is pretty normal. Especially having like a cockpit. Yeah, this is totally reasonable for an asset of this type. Should you put time to learn Blender? Depends what you want to do. Was expecting more? Yeah, I don't know. I would expect a hero plane to be about 2 mil. We can always go higher, right? If the camera needs to be here, then we might need to go higher, but I'm not gonna. I thought originally I wanted to have the camera like here, but now I'm kind of realizing I should tone down the scope of the project just so I actually finish it. So I'm just gonna aim for like this sort of distance. That's why I'm reducing the UV count. As far as you're concerned, general hobby is Blender, work is Maya. Yeah, that's a pretty good way of putting it. I would only learn Maya if you want to work in VFX. If you don't tend to do that, there's no point. Like if I didn't work in VFX, I wouldn't use Maya. But I do work in VFX, so I use Maya. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Does a person need a good portfolio if you're getting my private mentorship? No. So, okay. So usually like the private mentorship isn't necessarily about... So the private mentorship is essentially about making a portfolio piece. You just need to be sufficient at modeling. Like I don't want to teach topology, if that makes sense. I will help you do the problem solving and like the organization and like the harder stuff. It's just for the private mentorship, you have to be able to model comfortably. If that makes sense. Can I teach you topology? No, man. Can you teach me Marvelous? What is specifically good about Maya and VFX? It's just what all the pipelines run through. That's it. That is it. It is the industry standard, and it is the industry standard for a reason, because the pipelines will run through it. So if you want to work in industry, you have to be able to work with the tools that we use. That's it, really. It's not because Maya is better or anything. It's just if you get hired for a job, they need you to work with the programs we use. That's it. Yo, how's it going, Darcy? I saw a Super Cobra in person. It was it's fucking tiny. I didn't realize a Super Cobra was such a small helicopter. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh shit. This one. You saw an F-18 in person, a lot bigger than you think. It's actually funny because I thought the opposite. The F-18 I saw was like, I was like, oh, it's actually kind of small. So for me, like the planes felt smaller than I thought they would be. The one that like really shocked me was the space shuttle. The space shuttle looks fucking huge. Like it's literally like a building in the shape of an airplane. It's insane. But yeah, the space shuttle was cool to see. Yeah, Happy New Year. Yeah, the space shuttle kind of crazy. Like some of the shapes on the back of the space shuttle look like a 3D modeler's first model. Like it doesn't look like it's intentional. Yeah, Michael, how's it going, man? It's been a while. Hope you've been good. UVs, yeah. I mean, this thing was already fully UV'd, but it was 200 UDIMs, so we're scaling down the resolution a bit. Did I visit the Smithsonian? Yeah, let me find a picture of it actually. There's like several Smithsonian museums, but this one. This is the one I went to. It's fucking huge. Open image, new tab. Yeah, this was it. But yeah, this thing has like 100 aircraft in it. It's kind of impressive, like how crazy this thing is. So it's just one massive hangar with heaps of shit in it. Yeah, there's the it's been a while since I've had to listen to bullshit sirens. But yeah, there's the F-18. The Tomcat is just over here. I really dislike this color though. That's my only issue with the F-18. I don't like that one. But they had heaps of crazy shit. The space shuttle, this thing is fucking massive. Like I was shocked at how big this thing is. It's just like looking up at it. Yeah, like looking up at this thing is huge, especially at the back. Yeah, so you can see like a person is this big, so this thing is massive. But yeah, the Blackbird was cool. Yeah, heaps of cool stuff in the museum. Yeah, sorry, I'm missing a few messages. But yeah, from my mentorship, you don't need a good portfolio. You just need to know how to model. That's it. Because I don't want to waste time and money teaching modeling when there's so much stuff online for learning modeling, and I don't think people need to pay to learn to model. I think the value I provide is like problem solving concept and making like a portfolio piece to get a job. I think that's what is valuable, not teaching you how to do some edge loops, if that makes sense. You struggle a lot with lumpy hard surfaces? I just keep the shape, lower poly until you get the smooth form you need and then subdivide up. Oh shit. Yeah, Justy, thanks for the prime. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm kind of bad at keeping track of everyone now. I'm a little tired. I just got back from the States like a few days ago. I'm still kind of tired. But yeah, it was cool. Let's see. Let's do this again. Yeah, Michael, you still around? Yeah, where are you working these days? Are you still in VFX? I remember there was a time you weren't really sure if you wanted to stay in VFX. Yeah, a surprising amount of people know who you are, man. Like, people actually mention you to me. You're in Ireland, London? Oh, sick. Nice. How long have you been there for? You've been there for 3 years? What the fuck? I had no idea. Yo, I'll send you a message off chat later. Yeah, it's good. It's good you're still in VFX. How do you find Ireland, London? You haven't been doing like content stuff for a while, have you? Love the team. Yeah. I wish I could just work for Ben remote. That would be awesome. I wish. But you know, tax incentives. You've been doing animations and 3D printing? Sick. Yo, how's it going? Wait, what's that? I would like to work on props for games. I mostly use Blender, but I haven't seen many companies using Blender. I think games is like the one place you probably have a higher chance of getting a Blender job. I mean, I don't work in Blender though, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't work in games, so I can't give you too much information about that. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's the. God, it's not going to be fun organizing all this again. Yeah, how's it going? I hope everyone's had a good break. Damn, this is all organized so nicely. I don't know if I want to even change this. Maybe this I'll leave different resolution. Have I 3D printed any assets I made? Not me personally. I've worked on things which were 3D printed, but I never saw the result of them. I wasn't part of the printing process. Is this going to fit together? No. Nice. Ah, really? Yo, how's it going, Ison? Oh, that's that. Whoops. Was my question too long? Oh, no, sorry, I might have just missed it. I'm reading 2 different chats at the same time. And working at the same time. Working on a teaser trailer and I'm currently modeling my characters. What's something I should keep in mind to make them look photoreal? I don't know. I guess there's a lot of things that go into photorealism, like things being able to function correctly and like materials looking correct and breaking CG lines and stuff like that. There's a lot that goes into making something look photoreal. But I think it definitely is more based on the materials. Oh, whoops, that was just missing. But yeah, if I miss people's messages, it's nothing personal. It's just I'm stuck in the world of UVs, reading 2 different chat logs at the same time. But yeah, also we're gonna do the VODs on Twitch are not going to be there anymore. It's just going to YouTube now, so YouTube can just store everything. So yeah, I've got VODs turned off for Twitch now. Better on YouTube? Yeah, it is better on YouTube. I've been meaning to set up multi-stream for so long. It's definitely worth it for sure. Will texture and substance cut it? Oh, for sure. Like the harvester was textures and substance. The fucking, what are they called? The Jaegers from the last Pacific Rim were texture and substance. Like substance doesn't, like substance is just a program, right? It's not gonna make or break how the work looks. Yeah, I intend to use Substance Painter for this. Oh, sorry, 2 seconds. I have a red meat sauce that I'm cooking for like 3 hours, so I need to keep checking it. every like 20 minutes or so. Is there any slots for my mentorship? There is. I was gonna, because a lot of people have actually reached out about mentorship and it's getting a bit too much now. I mean, not too much, but as in it's all over the place. So I'm thinking of setting up a form for people to fill out. So at least it's just all in one place, because yeah, it's a bit all over at the moment. But yeah, so I'll probably do a form within the next day or two, and then I'll put that out there for people to fill in. Wait, why is this so big? No, that can't be right. This all sounds good. Yeah, would people be interested in like other random shit aside from 3D? I remember like before we did like a sub goal to like cook carbonara from scratch and shit like that, and people seem to like that. Would people still be interested in that? Since I'm very heavily into like cooking and stuff like that. It's all good if not. I'm just out of curiosity, because I know things have definitely changed over the last few years. Anything in 4D or 5D is also fine. Yeah, fair enough. Do you think we should learn Mario or Substance? Depends. What you want to do. If you doing for fun, Substance. If you're in games, Substance. If you want to go into film, I'd learn Mario. But more people in film are starting to use Mario. No, more people in film are starting to use Substance. But if you wanted to get a job, Substance is a plus and Mari is a major, if that makes sense. So yeah, I would learn Mari if you want to work in film. But you can still use Substance in film, and you just need to know it at some point, I guess, is the way I'd put it. On the topic of food, actually, is coffee or something you're into? Oh, hell yeah. I got like a... So, I am a very big coffee drinker. It's funny because I didn't drink coffee before VFX, and then big surprise, I now drink a lot of coffee. But I used to get like 2 macchiatos a day. So that would be like $10 a day on fucking coffee. And I realized I was spending like $3.5 grand a year on coffee. I was like, that's fucking insane. So I bought myself a nice like espresso machine, and it cost me like $1 grand. But now I just make my own coffee at home, and I save like, I don't know, 70% of the money now. It's insane. So buying like a good espresso machine was like the best decision for me ever. Oh shit, doesn't like this. But yeah, I'm super into coffee. I mean, it was nice because especially, working from home, it was nice being able to go and see people. But yeah, now I just make the coffee at home. It's all chill. What doesn't it like in here? What is this? What's the name of the machine? Oh, we can always look it up. This one. This one I bought. But I got it from Black Friday, so it was like 700. That was convenient. Yeah. Purchased November 2023. This thing is a lifesaver. Like, I look forward to the process of making my coffee in the morning now. Get one of the steamer? Oh, 100%. Do you have a grinder? Yeah, it's a grinder. Yeah, it's got a grinder and steamer. It's everything you need to make a full coffee. Can't afford an espresso machine? Oh yeah, I'm not saying you have to, but for me it was 100% worth it, based on the fact that I spend that much money on coffee anyway. It's totally justified for me personally. But yeah, I just found it funny. Like, I didn't drink coffee until I got into VFX, and now here we are drinking it a lot. So 2 macchiatos, that's 4 shots of espresso a day. Jesus. Yo, Garrison, can I show you a plane on stream again? Yeah, it turned up super nice. Yeah, this is Garrison's plane. It's fucking cool as hell. So he was a think tank student of mine, and then he went on to do like a private mentorship with a friend of mine, who a lot of the people that come through my modeling mentorship go into my friend's texture mentorship, and this was the final result. Very fucking cool. But yeah, all the paneling's modeled in, everything. Super nice. This is essentially what we do in film, right? We take the concept and then we push it to like the realistic level. So that none of the paneling and stuff is on here, but now this looks like a real functional fighter, which is super cool. But yeah, very cool, man. What the hell is this? I must have done something wrong. Where did that come from? Oh, yeah, I fucked up something. The follow views are very cool. Thanks. I'm glad people like my opinion on that stuff. Of course, at the end of the day, it's always just my opinion. You know, other people may disagree with it and have their own thoughts, which is all totally cool. These are just my views on it. Yeah, that's the thing with like this sort of stuff. It's always entirely subjective. Like, you know, everyone can have their own opinion of what does and doesn't make a good portfolio. I'm just going to stick this stuff here and maybe organize this better later. But yeah, as you can see, I do auto pack, but I auto pack by, you know, logic instead of just randomly auto packing everything. Yeah, the reason we haven't done any portfolio reviews for a while is just because I don't really have any portfolios at the moment, which are kind of lined up with what I would give reviews on. I try to be direct and be like, you know, only apply if you want to be a hard surface modeler in film. And then I get portfolios of like character artists for game. I'm just like, I can't review this. I don't know anything about character art or games. So that's the only reason we haven't been doing any more. Are we going to do Top Gear style cinematic? Hell no. I'm not smart enough or good enough in animation or lighting or compositing to any of that stuff. We're just going to do a very nice hero asset. How do you snap UVs to different shells? Oh, I'm just using the arrow keys on my keyboard. The arrow keys just go around. Yeah, so I'm just tapping the arrow keys. So one up. Actually, to do that, I should probably point this bit out first. Your movement here has to be set to 1. So if this is set to like 0.5, and then I use the arrow key, it'll go up halfway, once for twice, yeah. So this has to be set to 1 for that to work. I'm essentially just using this, but it's with my arrow keys instead. Yeah, this makes like a lot of people like hate UVs, right? But a lot of the time it's just because people don't know these little UV tricks to make this easier. Like as you can see, like adjusting these UVs hasn't been that big of a hassle, right? Because it's pretty, once you know how to do this stuff, it's pretty easy. Why is this one in a different spot? Oh, it's a different material. Okay. Yeah, I always do my UVs by materials as well. That's probably why this is over here instead. And what I'm doing it to go over here, I'm just using shift right click, layout UV, and that's popping them over here. Cries and 60% keyboard. Yo, how's it going, man? It's quite interesting seeing there's like a 50% split of chatting between YouTube and Twitch. I didn't realize there'd be such a demand for YouTube streaming. But that's cool. I'm glad YouTube streaming seems to be a popular option. YouTube has a nice UI? Really? I thought, the way I saw it was, I thought Twitch was a better for live, but YouTube is better for like the VOD, which I think is a good reason to do both, right? Because YouTube, like, I don't think YouTube really supports community like Twitch does. I think that's why a lot of people also prefer Twitch. Yeah, I think, yeah, like what Garrison said, I think Twitch is better for live. Oh shit, I had overlapping UVs right there. Yeah, Twitch is better for live, where YouTube is better for the VOD, which makes sense. Please, okay. Oh, cool. We can get all this into one Udemy now. Oh, get out of here. Maybe people on YouTube have more opportunity to see that you're live. That's how I found out you were streaming just now, but popped over to Twitch. Oh, really? That's cool. I think for me, like the main benefit was like the VOD was just way better. Of course, like most critical's video did have a slight impact on me. I had always intended to do multi-streaming, but it seemed like such a hassle to set up. But after I saw his video, I was like, yeah, I should probably do this. So, yeah. Yo, how's it going? How's my kit going? The kit's going alright. I've been thinking of not live streaming the kit for a bit because I want to finish wrapping up this YF-19. I'm scaling the UVs down at the moment to shrink the scope of the project because I don't want to make it so dense anymore that it's just like, you know, I'll just never finish the plane. I think it's better to have the plane moored instead of the camera being this close, it can be this close and it'll be good enough. Am I shrinking the UVs for Substance or Mari? Not for any program specifically, just to make it a more manageable project essentially. Yeah, Mari doesn't care about UDOM count. I think it's just to make the project more manageable in general. At the text I see where the map size for my standard is 512, but I'm going to use a 4K map in Substance. Do I need to change the map size here in UV toolkit? I don't know about for me personally, I don't know about the technicalities of the numbers. I just put it close enough, put a UV checker on and be like, yeah, that looks all right. that's what I'm like when it comes to this sort of stuff. Usually the texture artist will do like a test themselves anyway. So like I'll pass the texture artist the model with the current scale. They'll do a quick render test with the checker on it, and then they'll check if it holds up anyway. And then if it does, cool. If it doesn't, I then make amendments. But I don't know the actual like technical numbers to calculate what is good enough or not. Oh, whoops. Let's see, actually. Yeah, this should fit. Cool. Convenient. Do you think it's a bad idea to show UVs as in a demo? Nope, I would encourage it. Not like too crazy, but I think it's good to at least put it out there. If your UVs are good though. I mean, to me personally, I guess a lot of people probably wouldn't care, but to me personally, just showing the UVs just shows that it's like a finished asset. You know, there's so many times where someone does like a cool looking model, but then under the hood, it's actually garbage, like stuff like that, right? Where if you're willing to show everything, right, your organization, your topology, you show it's a ready to go asset, it's much easier to be like, all right, this person is ready for production. Because there's been times where people have been hired that looked good, but then actually just had no idea how to work in production, and that was not fun. So I think showing UVs is good. But yeah, once again, that's just my opinion on this. Let's see. God, this is going to be so annoying to organize again. Jesus. Well. What is this stuff up here? Oh. Did I not do these panels? Whoops. Why am I using tone map for instead of aces? Just because it makes it too dark. So I render with aces, but just for the viewport, to make the darker colors easier to see, I just change it. It's not, I'm not actually rendering with this or anything. It's just I'm making it visually lighter for myself to see. That's just it. That's not like some hidden secret, like of VFX or something. In production, if you have a hard surface model with thousands of parts, how does that get UV'd? Know where you're placing seams to every object. I mean, yeah, you just have to do it. It depends. There's some things you can auto pack or auto unwrap depending on what it is. Like UVing just takes some time. If your object has thousands of parts, I think there's a decent chance that some of the stuff got duplicated. In that case, I would have UV'd it before duplicating. There's stuff like that, right? But yeah, it's still just the same as any other asset. Mate, can we put this all together? What is this? Oh, maybe we can. Yeah, I think like it involves a lot of planning ahead. Like my details, like all these sorts of things, like the small sub panels and stuff like that, I duplicate everywhere. I UV those before I duplicated them. I think it depends. If you have like small mechanical stuff that no one really sees that often, you can maybe auto map that stuff. It just depends on, at the end of the day, it's better to spend extra time doing it right if it will cause issues later. But if no one sees it, then yeah. For example, paneling is very easy to UV. So that isn't really too much of a problem. Things like, you know, working left and right, which is what I'm doing. So you can see the other side of the asset doesn't exist. UVing sections before duplicating. If, like, say for example, you're doing something with multiple legs, so you UV at one leg and then you just duplicate that and that's all done. It's all just about like planning ahead. Oh, these can probably fit together. Cool. I just do UV. I just select shells by UV vertex. That's just what I got used to. Not saying you have to do it that way. That's just the way I'm used to doing it. I'm used to just grabbing like something like that and then control right click to UV shell. That's just my usual way. Instead of changing to the tool, I just I just like staying in vertex mode. I'm gonna refill my water. I'll be back in a sec. You wizard? I don't know. I guess just what I'm used to doing, I guess. For your main portfolio piece, you made your own transformer. It has 17. Wait, 1,700. 17. Wait. Did it have 17,000 parts? I'm trying to read the chat. It's like the 17 and 180 are in two separate parts. 17,000 parts for a transformer. That's way more than we ever made. Kind of 17,000. That's concerning. My transformer was about 1,000, so I don't know. I don't know how you end up with 17,000 parts. That's a lot. Can you send me it? I'm kind of curious. Like not the transformer itself, but like a picture or something. I'm kind of curious how you have 5 million polys. 5 million polys, I think, is okay. It's more the 17,000 objects which is concerning. $300 points more I can do in front of push-ups. Shit, I forgot I still have that stuff on. Maybe eventually we'll get back to it. Maybe not today, but we used to have like a handstand and stuff on there. That was pretty fun. Where I send a picture? Just message me on Discord or something. Yeah, it's kind of wild. It's a lot of work. Let's see. Weapons, landing gear. Save for the handstand. Let's see. What do we have here so far? This is okay now. Oh, why is this in this group? It's the wrong group. This is the red. Yeah. Oh, do we have like a Discord link I can make? How do we make just like a permanent link, which is never... I assume this is... I hope this is permanent. I have to fucking sign into YouTube? What the fuck? Okay. Okay. I have to sign into my own fucking YouTube to use the chat, which is crazy. Okay. I love how it says when I copy it doesn't copy the actual thing. Let's see. Invite people. When I copy, it says hidden use copy button. Awesome. That's not what I want to copy. I want to copy the actual. Wild. Let's just make a new fucking link. Yeah, can someone do an invite to the server? Because every time I try and paste the link, all it does is say hidden use copy button, which is awesome. But yeah, if someone invites you to the server, post it in the whip. I wanna check it out. I am curious and concerned at the same time. Oh, fuck's sake. You DM'd me asking for... Wait, you DM'd the scammer asking for mentorship? Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. Did you DM me or did you DM the scammer? When was that? Yeah, that scammer thing's so fucking stupid. Okay, that should work. Interesting. Yeah, sorry about the mentorships. I don't know if you're here early in the stream. I'm getting messaged a lot and it's kind of like all over the place. So I'm going to make like a form that people can fill out just so it's least like recorded and like in one spot because yeah, it's been all over the place at the moment. And I was on holiday, so the chance of me replying was pretty low regardless. So yeah, if I ever miss messages, it's usually because I just actually missed it or I'm not available. Yeah, it was Christmas, so yeah, I'll fill out a form and we can continue the. I'll create the form and then discussion can continue there. But yeah, sorry about that. The stupid scammer. It's kind of annoying. Fuck am I listening to? Oh. You can't join? Invite invalid again. Why does Discord do this? Because yeah, if I try copy the link, it says hidden use copy button. I press copy and then when I paste, it just pastes that, which is fucking useless. So yeah, when I paste, that's all I paste when I copy. It's fucking stupid. Oh shit, what's this stuff here? I see. Yeah, no, it's like we're all struggling with technology here. I'm starting to feel old. All right, we'll try this again. Oh my fucking god. Can you mail it to me later? Sure. But I'm more concerned that we can't just invite you to Discord because that shouldn't be a problem. This should be a very easy thing to do. I don't know, there's 900 people in the server. I can't imagine 900 people had issues joining. Trying to figure out what happened in mine. My selected edges look the same as unselected edges. That sounds kind of rough. I got no idea. Does anyone else have any ideas what that could be? Okay, let's start doing some organizing. I got no idea. All right, let's reorganize this again. So usually I do it by material, left and right material, stuff like that. What is this? Get out of the way. Oh, flaps. Oh, I see. This is causing problems. I guess you're banned? No, I can't imagine you'd be banned. Many people have been banned from the server being like actual fucking scammers. That's weird. So this is the right color. Yeah, so I do color code my vehicle based on materials, so it makes it easier to like UV. Just so I'm always aware of what's what. Yeah, we could just manually add you, I guess, is the easiest solution. Yeah, cheers for sorting that out. What is overlapping in here? What is this? Oh, flaps. But yeah, post the whip in there. I'm sure people would love to see a 17,000 object transformer as well. It's kind of crazy. I would probably suggest combining some stuff at that point. There's nothing wrong with combining things that don't move. In saying that, in transformers, usually we left everything separate so they can move, I guess. Where are the rest of these? Shit. Oh, that's them there. Okay, that's easy. So these all should be the same color. Yes. Seems I've forgotten more about this app than I remember. It had soft selection on. That's rough. You can't join stuff. I mean, you should be able to join some things. Like say, for example, if you have like bolts or something on a detail, you should be able to combine that into one piece. I'm not saying combine everything, right? But if you have like segments of the transformer, you should be able to combine those. 17,000 pieces is a lot. I think the most I've ever seen for like an average transformer was 10,000. And that was like the junk robot thing. Wait, you've done that and it's still 17,000 objects? That's fucking crazy. I'm really curious to see what the transformer looks like. Yo, Che Diggy Dog, thanks for the prime. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thanks so much. Hope you had a good Christmas and New Year's. Is 17k objects too much? I think so, yeah, for sure. I don't think I've ever made anything with 17,000 objects. Not even like the harvester's 17,000. That's the biggest asset I've worked on. Oh shit, this stuff is... Sorry. That material as well. I mean, at the end of the day, whatever you need to do to get it done. But yeah, it's a little concerning. But I want to see what it looks like. Maybe he made the huge fucking worm thing that went through the building. That would make sense to be that high. Can I say what I'm working on right now? I cannot. Unfortunately not. What are we doing here? But it does seem like work is starting to come back to the industry, so that's cool. I can at least, yeah, give some good news. I can't see what I'm doing though. Is this all red? It is all red. Did I work on Mickey 17? Nope. Mickey 17 was done at DNEG though. But we were doing Dune while Mickey 17 was being worked on. So I never touched it. Maybe I'll just combine this. How am I? I'm good. How are you doing? Wait, is that black? Oh, it is. Okay. I'm doing good. Happy New Year. When I started a year ago, I thought people were little magicians and made complex objects from one mesh. Yeah, we all start that way. And then we realized we can just grab a cube and just be like, all right, job done. You can literally just intersect everything and it's no problem, right? But yeah, we all start thinking that everything's magically done from one object, and we realize, oh, it's actually just this. Just adding shapes in other shapes. You've moved from Maya to Blender. I really like how Blender allows the edges to be extruded before having to connect to the face. I guess. I mean, there's a lot of things people like in Blender that I personally don't really care if I have or not, but Blender does have some good things for sure. What are we doing? In VFX for films you cannot show breakdown. Yeah, we don't own the property to be able to decide what we do with it, so we can't show breakdowns. It's up to the studios if they want to. Yeah, it's not up to us. You know, it is what it is. It's their property. The reason game studios and stuff can do it more is just because game studios own the properties. That's why you see art blasts and stuff in games, because they actually own it. Where VFX studios are outsourced for film production. Oh shit. What's the YF-19 model for? For the love of making planes. That's pretty much it. It has no purpose aside from that. Planes are cool, and I wanted to make a plane. On the flip side, are there things in MySQL that you would say make it superior modeling tool? Yes, it's organization, object grouping, far superior than than Blender, and you won't ever convince me of that. That Blender is better at organization, and that object grouping is not needed. Blender, I think, is a better modeling tool, but Maya is much better for production and organization, I feel. And at the end of the day, in VFX, organization is like the most important thing. Like, this is the reason why we do UVs a specific way, we do our hierarchy a specific way. It's all organization. If you go into VFX and you don't follow the pipeline, you're just making everyone's life hard, which is why I think Maya is better in that regard. Not trying to? Oh, no. It's not you specifically, but for years I've argued with the Blender community about object grouping, and they say we have collections. I'm like, that's not what I want. It's nothing personal. You just don't know the years of backstory of fighting the Blender community. But yeah, the fact that Blender still has no object grouping baffles me. But Machine Tools has created object grouping. That's the only saving grace, I feel. Is it because who owns the IP doesn't want the audience to know what is CG and what isn't? I mean, pretty much, right? Like, you all know the current trend is everything's practical, right? Everything is real. Of course, they don't want people to see CG breakdowns and realize they've lied to everything. So yeah. Very cool. I think it's a lot better now. It used to be way worse. I think, like, before it was every single fucking stream. It was like, why aren't you using Blender? Blender is better. Why? Now it's like, it's toned down much more now. So I think that's good. The Blender community is much more reasonable now. For sure. Which is good. Because I think Blender is a good program. It's just, yeah. Sometimes they needed to chill out in the past. The kids grew up. It's true, maybe. Oh, that's the turbine in there. Oh, okay. What is this thing? Oh. Make a donut tutorial for Maya? Oh no, I specifically refused to do the donut tutorial when I learned Blender. I had the chat teach me Blender live on stream. It was a bit of a mess, but we got there in the end. Hello, Taylor. We are better than that. Yeah, we're doing UVs. Make a bike tutorial. We started building a bike before, but I kind of got over it. God, this is not fun. But it has to be done. 1875 yearly. I don't know. I think, is there educational versions of Maya? I don't know. I pay for my Maya, but I use the indie license. $305 per year. Yeah. I think, yeah, I use the indie license for sure. There is a money cap that you can earn using the indie license, but it's pretty reasonable. It's like 120K or something annual. But my corporation pays for the license, and the corporation doesn't earn that. So I get my indie. There's another version if you travel the 7 seas. There's always that option as well. Yeah, my indie is very affordable. And if I want to go into VFX, I would think it'd be worth paying for my indie. But that's just me. Maya has a light version which charges per day. That's so fucking wild. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I tell people to learn Maya, but it's not like I'm an Autodesk fanboy. That's fucking wild. I also used to work on Blender, but when I entered the industry, I understood why Maya is used, all the technical and pipeline workflow. It's all great and easy to work with other departments. That's exactly it. It's not Maya is better, it's just it's better at dealing with other departments. Maya Creative uses tokens. What the fuck is the Maya Creative? I've assumed version by ends. Okay, so if you already know Maya, but you do your portfolio in Blender and you get a job, I think that's still totally fine because you still know Maya. Like a prime example is like 2/3 of my actually 3/4. So I did 4 portfolio pieces. Only one of them was done in Maya. The other 3 were done in Cinema 4D, but I still knew Maya. So when I got a job, I could just start working. That's the main key, right? As long as you know Maya, you can still start working, even if your portfolio is done in Blender. The 70s are very rough. So fucking funny. Oh, they don't count for individuals, only companies. Interesting. Houdini is solid. Yeah, Houdini is great, but Houdini just fills another role that, like, you're not going to do your modeling in Houdini for production, at least. My Indie also lets you use for commercial purposes up to a fairly large amount. Yeah, the My Indie thing is you need to earn 120K annual. So paying $300 to earn 120K, it sounds pretty good to me. I think that's also the thing as well. Like people think like, why use Maya when Blender is free? But in the reality, if you pay $300 but you earn 120K, $300, that's a tax write-off. Sounds pretty fucking good. It's 100K per project. Really? I thought it was annual. Shit, that's easy then. How many people can earn 120K per project? Like, That's insane. If you earn, I mean, who? That's wild. Like, who does that then? Like who? Unless you're like a studio, but then I can't imagine you. Oh, I guess you can be an indie studio then technically. I mean, my Twitch, my YouTube will earn me like $10 a month, so I think I'm totally fine there. I feel often the argument for what software is better is like saying hammer is better than saw. It just depends what you want, right? Like if you're starting in the industry and you don't want to do, learn Blender 100%. If you want to be an enthusiast, use Blender. You want to go into concept, use Blender. The only time I would say learn Maya is if you want to be a modeler in film, or you want to be like an animator, where Maya is very dominant in animation. Oh, okay. Yo, I need to go to the restroom. I'll be back in a sec. Yo, sorry, I had to check the source as well. There's some Max desire out there as well. I thought Max was kind of not dying off, but it seemed Blender was kind of replacing the Max usage in games at least. I think obviously Archviz is definitely dominated by Max. I really appreciate you streaming. It's nice to model when you are. I'm kind of a competitive person, so being in a class with people just starting out wasn't challenging or motivating. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like if you want to really be competitive, just hop on the internet. You will always find someone better than you. That's the reality, right? There's always someone better out there. I think that's actually kind of what made me want to be more online, was just, for example, in VFX, a lot of people don't do personal work. So for me, if I wanted to grow, I felt I had to look towards the concept artists for inspiration, for example. And that's where my mindset for a lot of things have come from, is the concept art community. like putting your name out there and stuff like that, just because in film, not many other people did it. What's this? Oh, that's the vent. But yeah, glad you're finding value from the stream for sure. It's cool to hear that. People thought I was good at modeling in my class, but the truth is I just put more time in off the bat. I'm far from good. Agree with looking at other artists online. Yeah, that's the wild thing. Hey, like people are like, oh, how do you get so good? Oh, I just worked a lot. That's it. Shocking. It's like, it's always that way, right? Like, oh, Andrew, oh, you're so talented. No, you just work a lot. It's always that way. Just work a lot. It's usually the answer. Yo, how's it going? Only people I see using Max for modeling artists in their mid-30s and up. Yeah, that's fair enough. How did you overcome failure and feeling of not good enough in your early years? I don't know. I honestly didn't even think about it. I just enjoyed working and then kept working until things got better. I never really looked down on myself in that way. Yeah, I don't know. I never like looked at, like, even my early years, I never looked at my stuff and I was like, damn, I suck. I just enjoyed building spaceships and then just kept making spaceships, and then the spaceships just got better. I guess that's the way I'd put it. Like, I've never had like imposter syndrome or anything like that. I just enjoy doing stuff and then things got better, and that's literally it. Yeah, I have no experience of imposter syndrome or anything like that. I think you're seeing that question more now because of how many people are struggling to get in the industry right now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really struggle to get in the industry too. We all do. I think people think now times are tough, but it's always been tough to get into the industry. I think the post-COVID boom gave people a poor perception of how easy it was to get into the industry, because it was a boom and everyone just got hired. It was never like that before. It's always been hard to break into this industry. But yeah, even back then, I just didn't think about it. Of course, I was frustrated and I wanted to get in, but I just simply worked and then just kept working. I didn't look down on myself because I knew it would be hard and I would just have to keep working, and then it would eventually work out. Holy fuck. It's kind of wild, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is probably one of the most detailed models I've ever seen. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, it's crazy. I would argue this is overkill, but it's very cool still. This is probably more detailed than the actual Transformers are, for sure. Show us? All right. Give me a sec. I think especially when I saw the hand, I think the hand is a bit too much. Let's see. It is good though. Like, don't get me wrong. It's definitely better than I was expecting. Well, which one do I even open? Well, this is the back of the head. Yeah, it's very good, obviously. But you're saying you're going to make it transform as well? That's kind of wild. Yeah, I'm still not sure where 17,000 objects comes in though. I would definitely start combining a lot of this individual stuff. Like, there's no reason why these things can't be combined. Not all in one piece, but obviously. But, you know, some of the stuff should be able to combine for sure. I would definitely reduce it a bit. Yeah, it's very cool. Your best portfolio piece is only a lightsaber. In any world, is that enough to break into VFX? I'm going to be completely honest. I would not say it is. I don't think a prop is good enough, honestly. I think if you want to do something that is going to get you a job, it has to be a complete complex asset. So I'm going to use Garrison's plane as an example again. I think you need something like this. Like, not only is this like this, but it also animates, like it moves, it has a full cockpit. Like, I think you need a complete asset like this to get a job. I don't think a prop is good enough. But all these assets is just the complexity of the prop, just done many more times. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I saw the other stuff you sent. That's crazy. I don't think there's any feedback I could give you at all. It's very complex. We rarely get the time to do that complexity in work, though. A prop might work for games? Maybe. Maybe for games, but for VFX, no. Just because a prop, in reality, if we're going to be completely realistic, a prop in VFX probably won't be done in Vancouver, for example. I was one of the best artists in my class due to a 3-year head start, but I know I'm still a beginner due to seeing ArtStation, knowing my competition will be outside. Oh yeah, 100%. Your class will not be your competition all the time. When can we see more of his works? Whose works? Hey Andrew, have you ever been in a position in a company where they keep giving more and more responsibilities, but anytime you bring up a pay bump, they just ignore you? Is that just like I mean, that sounds like a very normal standard life problem, regardless of industry. Everyone has had disputes over pay. That's not a VFX thing. I mean, I'm paid very comfortably now, but of course, everyone at some point has had to fight for more salary over the work they're doing. You learned pretty much everything from my videos? Yeah, damn, thanks. I appreciate that. That's crazy that you can do the transformer from my very basic videos. But yeah, that's super cool. Oh, 17,000 Pascal. Yeah, we'll share the other stuff. The other stuff is good as well. If I was to say anything, I would maybe have the density of the panels a little lower. That's it. That's the only thing I would mention. As far as the modeling goes, there's nothing to comment on. I would just maybe reduce the density a little bit. This, it makes sense for the cloth, but for the main panels, maybe slightly lower density, and that's it. Your dream is to work as a modeler for ILM London. You don't have any contacts in VFX, so I tried to make one of the... Sick. Alright, I'll get back to you on that. Is he on the Discord server? I don't know. He just messaged me. Maybe he did join the server. I'm sure everyone else would love to see it. Yeah, if you join the server, post all that onto the server. It'd probably blow everyone's mind. But yeah, if that's your junior portfolio, it's obviously very strong. I mean, hey, my junior portfolio was fucking trash in comparison. But times were different back then. Yeah. Okay. Is this all? I think this is all correct scale now. Can you get a link for the Discord server? Does someone have the link for the server? So this is black. Where's the red one? Oh, it's mechanical stuff. Yeah, cheers. Let's see, what is this? This is all black as well. So what's this then? Oh, that's the same color. Yeah, for whoever's tuning in, we're just doing, this thing was like 200 UDIMs, so I'm doing we shrunk the resolution down a bit so it can be a bit more manageable. But yeah, Sam, do you have a portfolio, like an actual art station or a demo reel or something? Because I would highly encourage that. How do you approach modeling a complex curved surface? I'll show you. Using the power of creasing. God, my Maya is slightly delayed because the spaceship is kind of heavy. But I'll show you. You keep it low poly. You use creasing to keep the edges sharp. I need to remake the crease video, and then you just use this to get your nice complex crazy curves and stuff like that. And then when you're happy with your form, then you just subdivide it up, and then this becomes your new base mesh, and then you triple edge the edges. But yeah, I think I have a creasing video somewhere. How many videos do I have of this tool? I have one, which is quite old, but I meant to remake a new one. Yeah, I would definitely post your stuff online for sure. If you want to try and get I think your work is good enough now for a job for sure. I think you just need to do presentation. That's the only thing, right? I think your modeling is good. It's just, I don't think a Maya screenshot is good enough anymore. Just because it's so easy to do good presentation. So I would do like some nice renders of your stuff. Show the wireframe rendered. I think it's kind of ugly just seeing like a Maya, you know, seeing this now. I don't think this is cool. I think, especially seeing the background and stuff like that, I think it's nicer just to do a good wireframe render and present it nicely. Hi Andrew, I'm a mid-level modeler at DNEG. I always find it funny when people say they're mid-level. I'm like, just say you're a modeler. It feels so like demeaning. It's just, that's just my view on the word mid-level. I think it's just, might as well just say you're a modeler. Can you share what qualities or skills are needed to become a senior? I don't know. The senior thing is kind of interesting. I had to fight very hard for senior to the point that I just left the company to get senior. Promotions and stuff like that is always, this is not a DNEG, this is pre-DNEG time, but promotions are always hard. The easiest way to get a promotion is leave the company. Everyone knows this sort of stuff. That's the unfortunate reality in life in general. It's not a VFX thing. Is if you want a promotion, decent chance you have to leave and get the promotion. Which DNEG are you at? Oh. Yeah, how's it going, Malcolm? But yeah, that's it's just how it is. See. Oh, you're in Sydney? Nice. How is DNEG Sydney? It's a very small team now. Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, how's it going? We only have 3 modelers currently. Yeah. I think in Vancouver we only have a few as well. But, you know, hopefully work comes back. Oh. Grow the team. How long have you been at DNEG Sydney for? 1.5 years, nice. Yeah, I always kind of find it funny. Well, not funny, but surprising when like other professionals come into my stream. Because I don't think other professionals want to watch me model as well. Do you usually listen to music? Yeah. Sorry. I'm listening to music right now. I'm just not putting it on stream so I don't get demonetized by YouTube. Yeah, so I'm still listening to music. It's just not on stream. Yeah, so I don't get demonetized. And also means if people want to put, people might think my music taste sucks. So they can listen to their own music if they want, I guess. It just feels easier just not having music on stream. It can't be that bad. Yeah, I'm listening to the Persona 5 soundtrack, and if you don't like the Persona 5 soundtrack, there's clearly something wrong with you. You prefer the ASMR click? Yeah, my bad. I don't know how loud their clicking is. Oh yeah, I've been playing Persona 5 while I travel. Persona 5 is amazing. Playing on the Steam Deck? No, I have a Switch. What is this thing? Says that. Yeah, I've just been playing it on Switch. I got laid off in September due to no teacher work. Damn, sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's unfortunate how 2024 and 2023 was. But I hope 2025 is when the work actually comes back. I mean, it seems that way so far. Do you find it difficult to work on personal stuff after spending the whole day doing the same? No, it depends, sometimes. But I just do personal projects that I enjoy, which helps. Like, I don't need to do this stuff, but I enjoy doing this stuff. Maybe I'll keep them separate. Sometimes if the UDIM is slightly too big, I'll just scale it down. But this one was a bit too different. Yep, I'm gonna check my pasta. I'll be back in a sec. You guess you still need a month to get everything finished, completely put it online. UVs will be a pain. Yeah, you're gonna have fun. Honestly, with a transformer, I just auto UV a lot of that. Yeah, texturing 17,000 objects is gonna be hard. Did you ever work for free overtime when starting out? London has different overtime laws, so unfortunately there's a lot of free overtime in London, which is why I don't live in London anymore. You have sometimes I have trouble finding the balance between what is expected and what is reasonable task timeline. The reality is, if you're a junior, the expected result is junior work, right? I don't think you should worry about competing against people that are much more experienced with you. I think obviously it's natural for juniors to stress out, but at the end of the day, the expectations are kind of there. You'll be able to do like a junior work. I wouldn't overly stress yourself too much, if that makes sense. Sometimes like things are just not possible to do in time. Have I ever used ZBrush for concept at work? Yes, but that's when I was a concept artist, not a modeler. What are junior stuff? I don't know. Junior tasks could be anything, but usually junior work is usually supporting another artist or dealing with smaller assets. But it's not like your deadline is not going to be the same as my deadline. That's the main thing I'm trying to get at. Like, no one's going to be like, oh, Andrew can do this spaceship in 5 days, so that means you have to do this spaceship in 5 days. It'll never be that way. What is this up here? Huh. Oh, it's just not organized yet. Yeah, but there's no like defined junior task. Usually the most important thing with a junior is just getting them used to working in production. And the easiest way of doing that is like kind of getting them to support another artist that can like help them and guide them. So like, I don't know, like a junior might help me on this plane, and maybe we give them the landing gear to make, something like that. Or give them like a weapon to build, just so they can get used to working. What is this model for? It's just for fun. When you're doing 14-hour work modeling a day in the industry, what was a typical day to not get burned out and get enough sleep? I mean, 14 hours a day plus your 8, that's 22 hours. You've still got 2 hours to to eat food and stuff, I guess. No, I don't know. It's entirely up to the person, right? I used to work a lot of hours. Now I do a lot of physical exercise, right? Like you could take one of those hours, just go to the gym. Like the way I kind of deal with it now and working a lot now is I just pair my exercise with social activity. So for example, I go to tricking class. So I'm being fit and active while I'm getting to hang out with my friends. And then I come home and I'm socially full. I got my physical activity, I feel good, and then I can sit down and do another few hours of work on the plane or something. So that's my key. I think the good way of balancing hard work is by pairing social activity and physical exercise. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. But how long have we been streaming for? Has it been? It's been like 2 hours. Yeah, let's go to 3 hours. And we'll probably call it there. I do plan to stream more now. Like I want to do 3 streams a week. How long did it take to model this? Honestly, I got no idea. It's been over the course of a year, but I didn't work full time on it, so it's really hard to gauge how long this actually took me, just because it's been over such a long period of time. We need more vids? Like, you mean YouTube videos? What vids? How do you gather reference for what? How do you gather reference for your models? It's easy. Just look online and find reference of real planes. Just real things. So obviously I got a bunch of... Actually, I saw this Phantom when I was at the Smithsonian, actually. But yeah, just reference of real stuff. That's literally it. Some cool stuff out there. You need another long series like we did for Autodesk. I mean, Autodesk is always free to pay it if they want. But I Don't know. I don't think I'll do anything new from scratch for a while. I've got too many projects to finish first. So I have to, I wouldn't hold your breath about that, unfortunately. It'll be a while before I do something from scratch. Sad to hear. Yeah, I need to keep. I mean, the good thing now is at least the YouTube videos will be proper documentations of everything going forward. Because I know people were like missing that. Will we texture it? Yeah, I'm going to texture it. I'm going to get Mo, the guy that I work with to do the mentorships. I'm going to get him to mentor me texturing this plane. More videos is in like what? Like specific things, or just videos of me rambling about what we're doing now? But yeah, if anyone has like specific topics you want me to make videos on, just let me know. Not like make an entire asset from scratch. That's like a long period. But I mean, if there's like a discussion about something people are curious about, let me know and I can do like a 10-minute video on it or something. There's a web where I can read more about your mentorships. No, but I mentioned earlier in the stream I'm going to make a form with information for people to fill out to streamline it, because I'm getting too many people just randomly messaging me now and it's a bit messy. So I'm going to streamline it a bit and then we can sort it out that way. Yeah, but I'll join the Discord. I'll post it there and there'll be information there about it. Okay, let's see. Been following you for a long time. Your chill attitude left a great impression on me. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Is my attitude that chill? Usually I kind of rant a decent amount. Currently working full-time as a character artist. My dream to become a monotonous job though. Oh, really? That's a bit of a shame. Maybe it's your work environment, which is not good. Because I have realized work environment is very key to enjoying your job. What software will I use? Don't know. I do have Painter, but I'm thinking I should learn Mari. But yeah, after seeing like, after seeing like Tomcat and stuff like in person, I'm like, shit, I gotta do this. How fucking cool is this plane? I love this plane. But yeah, seeing all this, I'm like, damn, I want to put decals on my thing now. But yeah, the F-14 is such a cool plane. Good old USA. Yep. I think scripts I use? No, I use pretty default Maya, honestly. I like working with default Maya just because it means I can just walk into a job and start working. That's one reason why I'm also not the biggest fan of Blender, is the fact that with just knowing default Maya, you can just walk in and work. Blender is very add-on based, can be harder. That's dope. Where was that? I went to the Smithsonian, to the aerospace museum. It was so fucking cool. You find the balance between demo reel feedback tips directly on Maya when I share my vision on things is really cool. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm glad people enjoy my thoughts on this stuff. Drink some water. But yeah, in the future, expect more streams, especially on this thing. Will I texture on stream? I don't know. We'll figure it out. I have no experience texturing, so depending on if I'm absolutely failing or not will depend on if I stream texturing on this thing. Picked a good time to check out your streams. Been looking at your content for Subdi for a little while now. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Glad you enjoy the content. Let's learn Mari together. Maybe, we'll see. Our job as modelers is pretty straightforward. Have you ever felt lesser than the tech people? Nah, not really. If they want to look down on me, that's cool. That doesn't really affect me. I get to have fun making a spaceship. That's all I care about. Can you talk about your custom hotkeys in Maya? Yeah, sure. What? I don't know what else there's to talk about. I just figured out the tools I use most, and then just looked for what wasn't bound. Just hotkeyed. I guess that's it. Yeah, it's like when character artists look down on hard surface and say hard surface is easy. I'm like, all right, you come make this plane. Like, good luck with that. So it doesn't really bother me that much. It's funny because obviously it's not everyone, but like I've seen a lot of character artists all like fighting each other over like anatomy and stuff like that. Meanwhile, all the hard surface people were just over here like saying, oh, that's cool. Well, your plane is cool. Oh, this vehicle is cool. Like everyone's just chilling, admiring each other's vehicles. And then I've seen so many character artists like calling each other's anatomy incorrect and stuff like that. I'm just like, okay. We just chill here, we're looking at our planes. I guess because the anatomy you can actually see, where with these vehicles, like, this shit doesn't exist. We just make up stuff that looks cool. Mario is pretty sweet. Yeah, I should probably... My main issue is I don't want to pay for Mario. And I contacted Mario about... I contacted, what's it called? Foundry about a education license because, you know, I'm a teacher. Got no response from them. Sick dudes. Even though I contacted their education support fucking email, I got no response from Foundry. So yeah, good on him. Maybe I might use substance out of spite. So we'll see. Yeah, Think Tank. Yeah, Think Tank got me the education license for Painter. Like, yeah, they wrote a yeah. I wanted an education license so I could learn texturing, right? So I can properly support my students in the future. Sorry, Garrison, you missed out. But in the future, I'll be able to support my students with texturing. And yeah, Think Tank were like, yeah, for sure, we'll write a letter for you and all that sort of stuff. I couldn't even get to the conversation with Foundry. They just never responded. So yeah, maybe we just do substance out of spite now. Surprised they didn't give me Mari. I mean, Foundry never responded, so I can't. It's not that Think Tank gave me it. They wrote a document to prove I'm a teacher. So I could take that same document to Foundry, but Foundry just doesn't respond to me. How do you place your layouts in different UV layouts in the different? What do you mean over here? You can leave the stuff all over wherever you want. It's just it can't stay there at the end, if that's what you're asking about. I've had classmates work on projects and say, I'm going to make it stylized because it's easier. Yeah, right. It's hard to make, I wouldn't say it's easier to make things look stylized good, for sure. You need an eye for stylized to look good. But yeah, maybe I'll just contact Foundry again and just straight up just link the document like, oi, look. Oh, I see. All right. So if you have this here, set to 1, you can use your arrow keys to move around. That's it. So the arrow keys on the keyboard are moving up and down, left to right. So it's all the mechanical stuff. Yeah, it's super convenient, right? This is the thing we were talking about earlier, how a lot of people hate doing UVs and stuff like that, but it's just because a lot of time people don't know all these little tricks to make UVing easier. I wonder if all of this will fit together, actually. That might be awesome. Cool. What is this? Oh, okay, never mind. Sure. Thanks for the prime, Taylor. I greatly appreciate it. No sub alert? I don't know. I haven't looked at my Twitch thing for a while. Oh, no, of course. I swapped to so to multi-stream I swapped to what's this thing called? OBS. I used to use Streamlabs OBS. So I swapped to OBS to do multi-streaming. So I need to look into the bots and shit again for notifications. Now I have the good OBS. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just I had everything set up already, so it was like I didn't need to change anything. But now I do need to change things, right? Do you see much scope for AI tools making their way into modeling? It's funny because like AI seems to replace all the creative fun stuff and doesn't help. They don't develop AI for like UVs or anything. It's funny, modeling might be what saves us from AI to a degree. Is there a way to allow UVs without snapping to the first UDIM? I don't know. It seems to always go to the first UDIM. It doesn't bother me, honestly. Adding a loop to a piece of geo, then select it and straighten that UV island is also a cool one. Interesting. Never thought of that. Yo, give me a sec. Yo, how's it going? Yeah, I know this hasn't been the most exciting stream doing UVs. You know, starting off the new year with UVs isn't super fun, but it needs to be done. And then we get back to cool modeling in a bit. Yeah, for sure. That's definitely useful. I think machine learning definitely has a lot of cool uses. It's just sad that a lot of machine learning is based on replacing the creative fun part and leaving us with the cleanup. But you know, it is what it is. A depressive start. Yeah, we only go up from here if we start at the bottom with UVs. Don't know why YouTube never showed you your streams until now. Probably because this is my second stream on YouTube ever. So that's probably a big part of it. But yeah, welcome to the stream. But yeah, I only started, I did a test multi-stream just before Christmas. And then this is the first like actual consistent streaming we're going to do from now on. Yeah, that's probably why you didn't see YouTube streams before, because it didn't exist. But yeah, it's super cool though. I like that we can multi-stream now. It's way better. So yeah, for people that don't know, in the future, well, in the future is in current now, we aren't going to have the VODs on Twitch anymore. Just because there's no point. They disappear. Yeah. Twitch VODs are annoying to get to as well. So we're just going to do the VODs on YouTube and just keep it simple. What is this? Oh, this is the interior panel stuff. Some mechanical stuff. What's this then? But yeah, you can see like a lot of modelers just throw the UVs around and be like, yeah, good luck. I think it's very important for modelers to make sure they set their texture artists up to, you know, for success. Because like there's no point of like doing all this work and then the texture artist's life is miserable and then they need to constantly come back to you to fix it. It's always better just to spend the time, do good UVs, organize it in an efficient way, and then your texture artist will fucking love you. And then you have a good connection with your texture artist, more people want to work with you in the future. It's win-win. I see so many modelers just throw shit to the texture artist and be like, you deal with this now. And it's not a good like mentality to get in, right? Can you someday do a video about how to break a curved surface into multiple panels? For sure, we can do that. We can do a video on doing, let me just put this over here. A video on doing paneling. Let me just make a Google Doc. If anyone has any ideas on like things they would want me to do, let me know. Paneling on curved surfaces. Okay, that's one. You have a good idea? What is the good idea? What I know of the current state of AI integration in the industry? Nothing. Love the tip on combining social time, sports plus work. What? Oh yeah, working remotely gets monotonous after a while, but structuring a day that way doesn't seem like a challenge. Taking an hour to go to the gym during lunch and that's it. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Breaking the edge of CG. Okay, let's do that as well. That one's super easy. We can do that one pretty quickly. What is this? Oh. More mech stuff. Would I ever do more industry chats? Sure. Depends. Maybe we can get Andrew Dyer if he's chilling. Eventually we can get him back on the stream. Have a chat. I was thinking of getting John on, but we ended up just playing video games instead. Yeah, that didn't happen. That would have been a good one, actually. Gaming streamers? I don't know. I don't want to fill people's time with random stuff. I don't know if gaming really kind of fits into it. I was thinking of doing like cooking streams and stuff, but I don't know. I'll think about it. Have I deleted my concept modeling video from YouTube? I mean, we'll find it. Which concept modeling one? Are you talking about like the streams from like 6 years ago? It amazed me how many wasted gigabytes of upload footage. Yeah, I think the difference is YouTube is set up for that, Twitch probably isn't. Why? Why what? Oh, I don't know. It's streams from 6 years ago. I don't think there's really a point of having such old content on, I guess. It's just unlisted at the moment. But yeah, multiple people keep asking about it, and I don't know why people ask about that one. I didn't know if it was that good. Oh, it's a gun. Okay. UV streams seem to be one of the top questions for what? And the order of items. So I don't know what proction is. What is proction? Do you still use Blender at all? Not really. I don't really feel I ever need to at this point in time. Not there's anything wrong with it. I just don't really use Blender at the moment. If I had to do some concept, sure, I probably would use Blender. But for now, I just don't really feel a need to use Blender at the moment. Okay. So we've condensed it down to like almost 100. But the to left, center. Oh, production. What? UV streams seem to be one of the top questions for production on order of items. I mean, the order of the item doesn't really matter. It's up to, it's just whatever makes sense and is organized. As long as there's like a method to the madness, that's the only thing that really matters, I guess. Like as long as things are in reasonable positions, like you putting all your glass together and stuff like that. It was helpful. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay, maybe I'll make it public again. I didn't know anyone cared about that. I thought it's such an old video. I didn't know anyone actually cared about that video. Well, the streams, I mean. So yeah, I used to stream on Twitch and then upload it to YouTube, but I kept getting told off for the music. So I just pulled a lot of the stuff. Oh, that's the rim. Okay, that makes sense. The blogs? Yeah, the blogs are pretty old, but I'm surprised. They're still pretty useful. So yeah, what I do really like is when I turn up to like Think Tank and I have a student and my blog is on their screen already. I'm like, shit, this person already knows what I want. I'm happy. Like this, I think that's one of the biggest like blessing in disguises of doing like this online content is like when I get a student, they already know what I'm expecting. I'm like sick. Half the work is already done. We can just focus on doing the project now. That's always super cool. What is this? Oh, I see. Okay. Any quick, any tips on quick lighting setup? Just import in HDRI and off you go. That's the only thing I could really say, I guess. All I have in this scene is a HDRI. Let's have a little peep. Blinn? Nah, if you're using Arnold, use Arnold shaders. I wouldn't use the Blinn. I won't lie, the UV tool always straighten the UVs for pipes and cylinders still confuse me. I think I keep missing a step, but I don't know what. I don't know what it could be. It's a pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, I can't wait to do like all the decals and stuff. It's going to be super sick. But yeah, the plane looks pretty. Oh, that's right. I'm not in Aces. Yeah, the plane's looking pretty nice. But I just like how you can see like the. I know we've got to find the light source. Like I like seeing all like the deformation and the warping along the paneling. It's super cool. Like this is what breaks the CG look, right? All this very subtle warple. Yeah, the cockpit's pretty cool as well. Oh. Yeah. I do eventually want to have that camera like this close. Oh god. Yeah, I'm looking forward to texturing this thing. It'll be cool. Like having all the decals and stuff will be sick. The paneling is super subtle as well. Yo, Garrison, I think I might take some inspiration from the some of the panel edge stuff that you have. It's kind of cool. But yeah, I like how you can see here. There's very subtle There's very subtle like edge breakup on all the paneling. I think this stuff is really what pushes the quality of models. I still don't understand why people think this panels should be in the texture. Like this just makes the texture artist life so much easier when you have all this really nice edge breakup already done for you. Are you going to keep these colors for the textured version? Yeah, this is the color of the YF-19 in the show, so I probably should keep it the original. There's no point in doing all this work and then not even respecting the source. Yo, cheers. But yeah, I'm gonna do like nice proper close-ups of like, you know, just the landing gear and stuff like that eventually. Landing gear, you know, looking inside the turbine and stuff like that. If we need the translation, hell no. If you want to respect the source, you ruin it with the toon shader. Yeah, that's true. I could do something like that actually. That could be interesting. But yeah, I just love like when you look down like here you see like the very subtle edge deformation. It's all very cool. But yeah, plane's looking cool. How much of this detail is one-to-one and how much is art choice? All the detail is art choice. Obviously the show doesn't have anywhere near. I'll show you. This is the YF-19. Yeah. So all the detail is all the detail is custom. It's not. They have like toys and stuff like that. So I copied like the main panel lines. It's just all the small minor details, that's all custom. But yeah, it's a plane that turns into a robot, but I am obviously not building the robot. This is the plain version here. This might be cool. Fuck, maybe. No, I need to tone down the scope. I was thinking maybe I could at least do this variation. Do the Guardian mode. I'll think about it. Because the Guardian mode at least is only half of it. We'll see. Where are the legs? Yeah, no legs. Have you ever looked into the shaders by Rombo Tools? No, what's that? How many man days would it take to do this for production? I would say how many would I say and how many would I get are two different things. I would say this plane would be like 50 days. How much would you get? Probably 25. So 25 8-hour days, I imagine, is what you would get for this. Can I see my render samples? Sure. Windows settings. Wait, no, I don't. Where is it? I just cranked up this thing in Arnold, and that's it. Yeah, Nish, how's it going? When are we making cocktails? I don't think I've made cocktails on my stream for a very long time. How did I get such beautiful lighting in Maya? It's just a HDRI. Yeah, my lighting is literally just one HDRI. It's just this dome light. There's nothing else. There's no physical lights. It's just the HDRI. New Year, new cocktails. Yeah, for people who haven't been to my really old streams, we used to do like every 5 subs, the chat would get to design a cocktail. So we would have like a voting system, like a poll, and the chat would vote on like the base of the cocktail. They would vote on supporting liqueur. They would then vote for lemon, lime, orange, like the acid. Then they would vote for like if it's supported by like juice or like tonic water, stuff like that. And then at the end, the chat would name the cocktail and vote on that. Which material? Just the Arnold standard. Do you think it's important to rig? No. So you can show that parts of your models can function like landing gear? No, I don't think you have to rig. In saying that, I do have the things animated. So my landing, oh God. All my stuff is animated groups. So I do this stuff just so I can confirm like articulation. So when I'm building this stuff, I know like how far the flaps can open. I can know that this is not going to collide when it rotates up, stuff like that. So I do this sort of stuff. But it's not rigged. It's literally just animation on groups, just so I can do tests of like making sure everything fits. Because there's no point doing this massive landing gear. It turns out the landing gear doesn't even fit in the hole. Like that stuff causes problems. The polyplane. Oh, that's just the light catching thing, the shadow catching material. Where is it? Yeah, shadow matte. How long have I been modeling? Maybe 15 years, I guess. I don't know if there's people in the stream, I guess, who have never been here before. Maybe I'll put my demo reel up quickly, just as we end the stream, to have a look at some of the stuff I've worked on in the past. My demo reel uses Moist Critical's Skynut track as the background. I asked him if he was okay, and he said, yeah, go ahead. So I use Charlie's Skynut thing in the background. We can't have it on stream though, or I'll get demonetized. But yeah, for people I guess who haven't been here before, here's like some of my work I've done in the past. Yeah, if you go back and watch it with sound, it's the Skynut instrumental. Yeah, I built the harvester and I built the ornithopter, among the many other Dune things I worked on. What focal length was the camera? It was like 200. But yeah, I got to work on lots of cool stuff on Dune. How long have I been modeling though? 15 years, I think. But yeah, I've had a very fortunate career and worked on lots of cool things. But I also worked super hard in my career. You're sucked in by the scale? Yeah, Dune is a very cool movie to work on. Dune will always probably be my favorite. Well, Dune 1 and 2 will be my two favorite movies I worked on. I can't imagine something will beat it. They have some crazy metal shaders for Arnold. Lots of skin stuff too. Oh, very cool. I think I'd like to learn how to do it myself though. I think that would be important. Yeah, like your transformer. This transformer was not 17,000 objects. This was, I think, like 8,000 objects, maybe 7,000. 17,000 was quite a lot. Actually, I'm wondering, will that be enough to flag me on YouTube? Hopefully not. We'll see. I mean, the Rombo tools are... Oh, okay. I see, I see. But yeah, it's been 3 hours. I'm absolutely starving, so I'm probably gonna cut it here. I'm gonna stream tomorrow the same usual time though. I do intend to stream more now that I'm back and now the new year has started. Should bolts and similar small objects be separate on Udemy tiles? I would say yes. Or I would put all the bolts together. Okay, this is what I do. I would put all the bolts together in a separate Udemy, but in groups based on the material that they're on. So say, for example, some of the bolts on the black metal, while some of the bolts are on the beige. I would put all the bolts together on black in the Udemy, and then I would put all the beige bolts somewhere else in the Udemy next to them. So the bolts are still all together, but they're slightly separate by their materials. That's what I would do. Why did it take a team to build the reflective ship? It didn't have to. It's just someone started it. They had to be taken off, and I had to pick it up. That was it. It didn't need to take a team. It's just, this happens a lot in VFX, where someone will start something and then something happens and then they have to move off and then to do a different task, but this task still needs being finished. I wrapped up my finished task and then jumped on to finish theirs. That happens a lot all the time. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. I will catch you all later. Probably, yeah, same time tomorrow. Well, not same time. Actually, yeah, same time tomorrow. We're going to do the regular Sunday stream. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Hope everyone had a good break and New Year. And yeah, we're going to do a lot more work in 2025. But yeah, I'll catch you later.